Welcome back to Crusader Kings 2. And now it's time to begin conquering people. So we played for about 20 years during episode 1. I'm not sure we're going to play that long with the episode 2 here because we're actually going to be doing fights. Finally. So right now we're part of Sweden because, you know, rulership and like, you know, inheriting like, you know, your titles and such. Everything's a bit of a mess over here. But we're about to do some conquering, I think. Okay, so when I last left off, basically, I was in here, and, well, essentially, we've been conquering, you know, episode 1A, and, you know, we sat on our hands on 1B. Now we're going to try and do some stuff. Yeah, special titles, don't really care. Alright, so there's my witch, by the way. Fielder. So, what I'm sort of planning to do for this episode, I'm actually get a couple claims during the first episode. And if I don't, like, press these claims, I'm basically not going to keep them. It's in my interest basically to start conquering these guys, so I think that's what we'll probably do. Huh. I don't remember this being so weak. But whatever. So basically my plan right now is basically just to conquer people. I have a little bit of money to do so. I have a little bit of prestige. And I'm getting old, so I really do have to start getting this underway, sadly. I would have liked to have a few more claims before having to, you know, press for stuff like this, but oh well. Alright, so what we're going to do here is going to go and declare war on this guy. And we're going to claim Oplin. We are now at war with this guy, me, and him. And by that, I mean, like, it's basically me, my two counties against him and his one county. So we're going to raise our troops. Now, I think I need to bring in my ally for this. I'm not sure. Basically, he's in the hills over here, so he's gonna have a defensive bonus. Plus, he's actually gonna have like a sizable amount of troops to be able to hold me off. I don't really have though the ability to sort of like, you know, necessarily take him on. So what I'm thinking about doing is we're gonna raise a tribal army. What this will do is it'll basically use my prestige to basically raise up a bunch of extra guys. It'll cost 500 prestige, but we'll get extra guys. And then I can take this guy on. And while I'm at it, I might as well declare war on this guy too. I should really declare war on this guy. Why can't I? Oh, right. So, if I want to do this now, I should probably do it now. We'll do this. We're going to declare war on you. Now I got 2 wars going, but that's fine. I can have the extra guys. We'll speed up the game a little bit. And as you can see, they're going to try and, you know, take me out. Take out this guy's army first, and I'll go after the other one. He's actually going to try and flee me now. Now, it's worth knowing that what's happened here. Apparently, my Jarl of Vestergen decided to declare war. He pulled in my liege, who's his ally. So I'm actually sort of, you know, in a war between these guys here. And my liege, because, you know, he declared war, I'm going to have hostilities with these guys over here as well. Basically, big armies are going to be, you know, going everywhere now. Norse politics, you know. Okay, let's just stay here and do conquering. I should be fine to take this guy out. Go from there. Alright, so siege of Upland is done. I'll go after this guy's army and we'll be basically done with that war. So Upland took some casualties there. Alright, looks like someone has died, so... let's see here. Upland. So it looks like, the guy who was just here... he just inherited this title. What happened to you? I guess this guy had his title usurped or something, but I'm not fighting another guy for this piece of land. It's this guy here, and he is right there. So I'm out attacking someone who's actually inside of the liege's land. I can still continue the war, so we're just gonna basically go after this guy now. This can sometimes happen while you can fight guys within like the sphere of like your liege's influence. So basically, this is now this guy's land. So we're just gonna take this guy out. So basically, you know, the liege's vassals are fighting themselves. Me and this guy right here. We're just gonna take his land. And this is actually a good time to say I should be forming claim on Vestfold. If I take this from this guy, then this will all be my land. This is actually all part of the same duchy. So there'll be some benefits to doing that. Good news, my lord. We received credible reports of the recent sighting of the Great White Bear. Sell my horse. See how it works, going after that Great White Bear. Kill the polar bear. Alright, we have to conquer Upland again, I guess. We'll do that. Alright, looks like the war is over between my liege's ally and whoever they're going after. So it's just me and, you know, these guys, or this guy now. Nothing too big, nothing too sad. During your hunt, you come to a deep gorge, right on the other side of the white bear, staring at you. You are so close you cannot reach it. As it runs away, you realize you must return home without a victory this time. So now I know my purpose in life. Apparently, I gained a trait hunter. So now I am the hunter. So enters the hunter of Alfheim. I got myself a nice little trick here called Hunter. All very good. So yeah, if I click on the duchy button here, here's basically a duchy that this is like all part of. And if I manage to capture all this territory, it'll actually really help me. My son DFuxa does his homework and is always on time for his lessons. Great, so he's diligent. That means he gets bonuses. Let's see here. I don't mind if I, Cracky here gets kind of pissed at me, so let's just press praise him in front of the court. I'll note boy is still gonna get diligent. So hooray, he's got diligent. And he's still ill, which is kind of a bit of a nuisance, but oh well. And apparently I have allies. I could call these allies in if I want to, but who cares? I more or less take this battle on by myself, so we're good, I think. Let's get back to conquering people. We'll go after this guy. Now, it's worth noting that this guy's offering peace. What basically, if I accept this, I'll gain 100 prestige, I'll gain his county. But I'm gonna wait a little bit because it's possible if I get myself my Castus Ballet to basically get this, I think it's possible to also take out Vespel as well. A new bird has arrived to Mew, and a new book on the art of writing poetry is in the library. Sure, let's start reading a book. I like books. So stuff's happening. Stuff's happening. The book about poetry is really boring. It is filled with do's and do nots. I just want to throw it out the window. So if I want to, I can get depressed, or I should take the bird out for some hunting instead. Sure, let's do that. Books are boring. Don't read them. That's the story I take away from Crusader Kings 2. Yeah, this guy's gonna keep dropping because I'm at 100% war score with him, so he can't do anything. Guess we'll conquer his territory. And this is part of another county over here. All this stuff, but whatever. Let's hope so. Who conquers this territory? You do. Interesting. I'm thinking here. I'm thinking. Now, it's possible you want to, you could probably try inviting people to the court. So you're married, I can't really invite you. I suppose on Telemark there's not anyone else claiming this, so no. If possible, I would have liked to, invite someone to, like, that person to be able to come over. And then I could possibly, claim the lands for her. And possibly marry her or stuff like that, but whatever. Not really an option. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do a whole lot with lands over here. So we're just going to offer peace to this guy. Basically, I'll get my stuff. So Alvarez claims up in the war as of Alvarez of 1. This is now my land. So basically this is now a new settlement for me to make use of for troops. And then we'll come over here and take this guy out and basically, the same thing. I really should be going after this province. Whatever. Let time go by. My courtier Alfred just informed me that Galdriff of Vestful tried to recruit her in a scheme to introduce my wife Yrsa. So the guy in Vestful apparently wants to seduce my wife. I wonder why. He might be a little bit pissed at me, I don't know why he'd be pissed at me, but you know, he's pissed. So now we're bitter rivals apparently. So now he's really not going to like me. Yeah, negative 100. That's as low as it goes. This is until April. I actually don't want to be here for this, but oh well. Apparently he wants to declare peace, but I'm not ready to declare peace just yet. What I'm thinking about doing is maybe conquering our province because I'm getting kind of old at this point. Old and gray. I'm thinking about maybe taking this one right here. So you're basically trying to conquer this guy, I think. You're trying to try Rokolin. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. We're going to clear one this guy, I think, at some point. But I'm going to send my troops home, more or less, I think. Conquer this guy's troops. See, I've basically won this war. I have a 100% war score. Basically, that means that, you know, I've won. I crushed that guy's army. We're gonna send my troops home. And these guys, my little tribal army that I raised, we're gonna bring them up here. To Opland, because they're still useful. This is one of the things with the tribal army. You can sort of keep them in your grasp for a little while this war's going on. So these guys are going to basically stay around. Did those guys peace out? I think this guy was at war, but I guess he's no longer at war. Whatever. We're going to go after this guy, basically. So I'm going to declare war on him. And we're just going to subjugate him. So send everyone up here. We're going to basically peace out with this guy. So that's now part of my lands and the Liege's lands, because by, you know, virtue, he owns me and I now own that land. It's basically now I'm the ruler here, I'm the ruler here, and soon we're going to be the ruler right here. Nice little conquering spree. And when I get the chance, we're going to change this over to here for this guy. Oh, this guy's actually calling in allies, but won't really help him too much because I've got way too many forces to fight, you know, for this guy. He cannot win. And apparently this guy conquered over here. Interesting. And my Yrsa Ender's daughter needs to have a... Well, she's ugly. But oh well. She's have a guardian. So I can get her this guy perhaps, or someone else. Right! I've only got one more at the moment. I can teach her if I want to. Let's start teaching her. Basically, remember this person, she got married, so she's no longer in my ward. That's how I have my alliance, right? So that's her job. She made an alliance for me. So I'm going to conquer this guy, I guess. 100% war score. Now, I think at this point... Right, I have to nominate someone to be my successor. So I'll note that with, like, you know, having 2 heirs, I actually have a choice with my current system of government that lets me basically nominate who I want to be my successor. And right now, both these guys look pretty good, but this guy's a little bit older, so he's going to be the preferred guy for the moment. I'll note that the people who get to vote for, you know, basically it's a voting system. People who are able to vote right now include me and apparently my goatee. So the person who owns this temple gets to vote for who's going to be the leader. So basically me and the goatee there. Alright. There's not a whole lot else I can do at this point. I can't declare war on like anyone else now because, you know, subjugation wars only can do it once unless I have the, you know, special, basically there's special things that let me go on subjugation wars like crazy, but I'm not going to do it with this character. So that'll be basically it for now, I think, for conquering. We're just going to offer peace. That's going to disband my army, basically. Once you basically go to peace and you don't have anyone to fight, your tribal army is going to go away, so... Blink! But now that we're, you know, a little bit bigger, I'm getting a little bit stronger. I'm quite happy about that. All good for it. A good bit of conquering there, finally. I got a little bit bigger. Oh, alright, so some stuff apparently happened while I wasn't looking. Apparently Charlemagne did form the Western Empire, and he died horribly apparently from something. He died a natural death at the age of 47. So this is something to note in this game. You don't know when your character is going to die. And in this case, Karl, the Just of West Francia, or Charlemagne, he died, you know, pretty early. And of course, he had a bunch of heirs, as you can see, a bunch of kids. So his realm got divided into a whole bunch of different places. He's got like East Francia here, Bavaria, West Francia, Flanders. A whole lot of different places. What else is happening in the world? A whole lot? Not a whole lot. More or less nothing's really changed except for, you know, Karl dying over here really early. If I want to, I could commission a runestone here. But that's not too important. Basically, you can commission a runestone and chronicle your exploits or memory of your dead parent. This can be done only once in a lifetime, but others will look more favorably upon you for a time. Don't really care about that. More or less at this point, I'm just waiting to die, to be honest. I don't see myself being able to do much else. And you want to institute high tribal organization? Okay, approve. Why not? I approve. The Iron class faith triumph. So the adherents of the Orthodox faith have steadily dwindled to the point where Iron class believers are in the majority. This new state of affairs reduced the Orthodox faith to a de facto heresy. All formal Orthodox holy orders are now ironclassed. Alright, so what's going on here? Stuff I know about in this game is that there's like holy orders and other stuff, and like different religions. So I'm of course the Norse religion, so you know I'm Germanic. Down here in the Byzantine Empire, they're actually having a bit of a scuffle between the Orthodox Christians and the iconoclast Christians. And apparently the iconoclasts have become the dominant majority of people. So he's an iconoclast Christian. So right now, because this guy's like the dominant religion, the Orthodox religion is actually de facto heresy. So basically it says right here, iconoclast heresy. So basically this is like the main church, Orthodox, but right now in the game they've been reduced to such small stature. One of their heresies is actually a dominant religion. So this can happen from time to time. There's like different types of like religion. In like, you know, the Muslim area, you got like different like types of Muslim religion. So let's click on this one here, Kharijite. So like here's like a heresy of Sunni Muslims, the Kharijite. So like, you know, there's different types of heresies. Not a whole lot to say about it. Apparently over here we've got another type of heresy. We've got Christian heresy. The Lord Catholic of basically the Catholic heresy. If you want, you can read what it's all about. Basically, lawlord heretics are opposed to the perceived corruption within the church. Like many Catholic heresies, they loathe the wealth and ostentation of the clergy and advocate a return to more original form of Christianity. This heresy has no formed head and no special game mechanics. And basically, rulers can order adult unlanded courtiers to take the vows, and there is and can only exist no religious head. It's basically Protestantism at its finest, more or less, at the moment. To be. Alright, let's see here. You hate me, but that's fine. At some point I wouldn't mind picking up one of these promises from this guy right here. Before I die. He's got a few troops, this guy. At least 700, but I think I might be able to take this guy. At this point, because now I have a lot more extra troops. I am much stronger now, basically. Basically, these lands I conquered, they're going to build up troops. Slowly. And then I'll have, like, you know, a whole lot of extra troops basically throw around. And I can, like, do a lot more stuff with them. Yep, I think we're good just to sort of continue along. It's good every so often to stop and just check your surroundings, but it's kind of early in the game to be doing it, but whatever, it's good practice to get into. Alright, so we got High Tribal Organization Law in Sweden or Sweden. I think it's Norse or Sweden, I'm not sure. Someone from Sweden will have to tell me if that's, you know, part of like their native language for whatever Sweden speaks. We can maybe up the speed a little bit here, so let's do that. Apparently this guy like decided to go to war. They're gonna try and subjugate Finnmark. That's fine. Best of luck to him. Good. Let's hope so. By the way, before I forget, it's worth knowing that my son here, it's worth knowing that because I have two heirs, we're actually going to be splitting a whole bunch of like titles. And what's going to happen apparently, I'm going to lose the chieftain of Rogaland to one of my sons. So one of these guys, this guy here, Ingjald Anderson, he's going to basically pick up Rogaland over there at some point. And apparently my daughter is honest. Well, let's be honest and just let her be honest. So my liege is now the unready, apparently. That's not a title you want to have, but oh well. Patience is a virtue, but sometimes it gets my nerves. My son David should never lose his temper. Always wait patiently for a chance to be retaliate. Good. I'm a patient guy. Or I was a patient guy. I am a patient guy, good. Now I am too. Apparently someone died on me. My chancellor. Figures. Alright, well, let's have you replace him, I guess. Wow. I have a 2% chance basically every year basically getting a claim. That's really low, to be honest. Yeah, it can kind of suck trying to fabricate claims on people, but oh well. Oh, look at that. So here's Sweden now. It's now all the way from Denmark all the way up to here. Basically, this guy inherited his, this guy's lands here. Oh, look at this. Was murdered on the orders of, Haruk of Vermland. So, apparently someone decided to murder this kid. Haruk of Vermland. Let's see where that is. No, it wouldn't be you. So apparently this guy here, Haruk, I think he decided to murder someone. Specifically this kid for some reason. I don't know why. He just decided to. And basically that guy, because he died, all his lands got inherited by the guy who was like the, you know, my liege here. It's worth knowing, if this guy dies, by the way, we're gonna have this guy inheriting some land as well as this guy. So we'll have it basically split up the card again, but whatever. It's not your dad. Alright, what's going on with these factions? Because I may want to look into these at this point. If there's a separation faction, I'm actually in a good position maybe to start separating. So, we got independence for this guy. And then we got lower tribal organization and sweep job with this guy. Two different factions. Hooray! Bajord Anders' daughter is now of legal age. I love Anders' daughter here, by the way. You know, Anders' son and Anders' daughter, those are like, you know, names that basically correspond to, like, you know, my name, so to speak. So I'm basically Anders the Hunter, and my sons and daughters are either Anders' sons or Anders' daughters. So we got Anders' daughter, Anders' sons, and Anders' daughter. That's where that's coming from. It's cool. And she's slow, she's stupid, and wow, she's got some terrible stats, but whatever. I'll try marrying her off to someone. So let's see here. I could go with you. Go with you. Well, why not? We'll try marrying you off to you, I guess. Let's marry her. I'll get myself an alliance to that guy. This guy, right down here, in Saxony. So he's now allied to me if I need him, or he will be allied once he's married to my daughter. Basically, he's only betrothed to her right now because he's a kid. You can't marry, like, you know, young age guys to, like, you know, someone until they become 16. Thanks to my great diplomatic skill, the smuggler's ring in Rogaland has been destroyed. The head of the last smuggler is now rotting on a pike outside the city gates. Cool. So apparently some of these lands I conquered have a couple problems with them. All gone now, I think, though. So tribal holdings provide very little income, and there can only be one tribal holding in each county. Blah, blah, blah. I was fed up with Recorder's constant nagging about my decrepit bridge and needed fixing and decided to inspect it myself. Show me the bridge. If I had not trusted Ale, I wouldn't be alive. I was hanging from the broken edge of the bridge with one hand and the other was firmly held by Ale. The bridge was about to break when he told me to let go of the bridge, and as I did that, he pulled me onto the bridge and saved me. Thanks, dear, for Ale. So I mutually trust this guy, apparently. My courtier. So this is the guy who I hunted with, apparently, some time ago. So thank Tyre for Ale. And my daughter's now humble and modest. Cool. Oh, look at this, the start of Viking Age. The centralization of power in Scandinavia, along with the rapid population expansion, has begun to drive its denizens to look beyond the home shores in earnest. New developments in shipbuilding, and adventurous spirit, and fearless belief in the gods are now taking Norse seafarers across the sea towards distant lands. They arrive as traders, raiders, and conquerors, and they call themselves Vikings to new shores. So the Viking Age begins. Basically, this means that all the Norse provinces are going to get shipyards. That basically have them. So now there's going to be a shipyard here. I'm also going to have the technology to build them if I want to, so hooray, I now have shipbuilding. And soon, I'm going to have fleets of ships. I can use those to invade people. I think it's actually a good stopping point at this point. I was actually expecting to die at some point here, but oh well, we have yet to die, so yeah, we've yet to die. And next time, I'll probably start building up some ships and maybe we'll do some ratings. For now, that's good enough for now. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Take care.